Alright, since everyone's here, I think it's safe to assume school's important to all of us. Now, for whatever reason you're going to school, your parents are making you, kick you out, or you just want to better your life, which is the case for most people. But today, I'm going to try and let you know that going to community college was a smarter choice, at least for the first couple of years, than going straight to a four-year. There's a few major reasons why. One is location, two is class sizes, and three would be the money, of course. So many people think it's better to go straight to a four-year. I know I did right out of high school, especially when there's so much uncertainty going on. You don't know where you want to go or what you're going to do. But first, I'm going to start with the location issue about it. With community college, you can pick where you want to go. You can choose which one you want to go to, as opposed to being accepted by a school and having to go somewhere where you kind of don't want to live, but you feel like it's your only option. According to AmericanCollegeTesting.com, 1 in every 4 students leaves college before completing their sophomore year. And one of the major reasons is just because they're homesick, they miss their family, they don't enjoy the new place they're living. I know I live in Southern California, I lived here my whole life. I would hate living anywhere else, to be honest with you. There's a whole lot of nothing between here and New York. Unlike the four-year colleges, where you might have to live in dorms and do all that, live in a small place, you might be able to live at home. You might have different situations around town locally where you can live out of home for a lower price than you would living in a dorm. I can relate to that just because I grew up in Palm Springs, and I just couldn't stand it over there. It's so hot, like 9 months out of the year. And I didn't want to leave Southern California, but I didn't want to stay there. So I moved out here, and I love it in Orange County. It's way better. The next point is the smaller class sizes. Over at the universities, class sizes are double what they usually are at community colleges. So you're looking at about 60 to 70 students as opposed to around 30 here. I know that it's hard for me to get one-on-one help with classes I need, especially when even with 30 people, I couldn't imagine with 60 or 70. This semester I took some online classes, didn't work out very well, ended up dropping them, because any questions I had I would email, and I wouldn't get an email back until the assignment's past due, so it didn't really help me out too much. But I can't imagine the teacher trying to keep up with double the amount of people, especially online when they don't have the ability to just talk back and forth to them. According to collegeatlas.com, the big reason straight to four-year students drop out, another big reason, is they can't handle the lack of teacher assistance. If they have a question, they have no one to go to. I doubt any of the students next to them are going to know how to do it either. But the teacher really doesn't have time to handle each and every student, because they have 70 students each class, tons of different classes. So smaller class sizes definitely helps. Community colleges, the classes are small enough to where the teacher can actually stop for a minute and help you out. The next thing is the most important thing is the money. Now the most important thing, the cost. So cost is always big because none of us are rich. That's why we're going to FJC, right? So I know if I was told I had to pay to go to school when I was in first grade, I would have probably dropped out at recess and ran home. But eventually we learned that we're going to have to get an education to be successful in life, because you really can't do anything else without it. Most of the people our age are here because we want to eventually find a job that makes our life better than they are now. And the goal is to leave college with as little debt as possible. According to collegeboard.com, public four-year colleges charge an average of $7,600 per year in tuition. And for in-state students, the average surcharge for out-of-state students who are forced to live with other people or in dorms is around $12,000 a year. And private nonprofit four-year colleges charge around $27,000 per year. Of course, that's not the total price. Still have to figure in groceries, doing your laundry, other living expenses, going out. So you still have to do all that, especially with books and school supplies. You can attend college near home and save on all those living expenses, and maybe if you're lucky, your parents will pay for most of the other stuff too. Public two-year colleges on average only charge $2,700 per year, and there's much more financial aid opportunities that will cover paying for your classes than there are at bigger schools. And let's not forget, you're getting the exact same education here that you would over there, so at least for the first couple of years. So today I went over the reasons why junior college is a better starting point. So location, smaller class sizes, and money, of course. So next time someone tries to make you feel bad about attending a two-year college first because their brother went straight to whatever, just don't listen to them because they don't know what they're talking about.
Once again, I should have reminded people.
I'm doing the written.
You're doing the written. Sabrina's supposed to do the oral evaluation? What'd you think, Sabrina?
I thought that was put together decently, but the citations, there could have been a bit more. And the College Board, I don't know about that. There could have been other things that you could have looked for, but we can all relate to that because you involved yourself in it, and us too, because we're all in the same level as you, so we know what you mean by that. And I'm sure all of us know people that are in like private colleges, and we can compare the prices too. So I liked how you compared the prices. That one really probably won most of the people over. So, and it was good that you, in your conclusion, you went over everything really fast again. So that was good.
See, and you were worried about doing a good job on that, and you were fine. The introduction I thought was pretty good. Obviously, this is you're preaching to the choir here, so it's a little bit problematic as a persuasive speech, but you have the right idea, and you do have a point of view. You express it very clearly. There's an excellent setup of what the content's going to be. Your internal signposts are very clear. I thought you did a pretty good job citing the information, especially the factual data on costs that Sabrina was just talking about, and you did fine on that. But there was also a statistic about the frequency with which people who are attending a four-year university drop out even before their first year's over, and I thought that was it. Interesting. You do depend a little bit on some personal experiences, but that does make it a little more interesting. It adds some credibility. I thought there was some nice humor here and there in a couple of spots. The presentation issues, generally, your voice is very enthusiastic while you're speaking to us. You're engaged. Your eye contact. I'd say in the first half of the speech it was really excellent. The second half, I think you looked at your notes a little bit more often, but I didn't find it too distracting. And like I said, overall, the presentation was pretty solid. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate everybody's patience.